you? How are you? Come on in, and take a seat. I have missed all of you guys. I hope you have enjoying your holidays, because they are not over. We got through a Thanksgiving, Christmas, and we are on our way to a happy New Year. So happy New Year if I don't speak to you guys before the New Year comes. I am going to be watching Ready to Love, because that's starting up on Friday, y'all. So any of you guys who watch Ready to Love, I'm going to see you again on, that would be New Year's Eve, but maybe y'all might be out partying on New Year's Eve. I don't know. What y'all doing for New Year's Eve? What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Me and my hubby, we're not doing nothing for New Year's Eve. We are going to a party on Friday, so I'll have to watch Ready to Love a Saturday morning. But for New Year's Eve, the real New Year's Eve, which is Saturday, we're not going to do nothing. We be here sitting in our pajamas, and we'll probably do our traditional, we do the thing where, I don't know, some people call it a burning bowl or whatever, where you write down all the things you want to leave behind in the last year, and you throw them into a fire pit. So we're going to do that. And then we write down in our little prayer book, we write down all the things we want to come to fruition for the next year. And then we pray over that. So that's what we're going to be doing on New Year's Eve. What are you guys doing? You got any New Year's resolutions? I don't do no New Year's resolutions. I just do the burning bowl, and I do the prayer and the wishes. My girlfriend sent me some kind of article going around talking about what color underwear you're supposed to wear on New Year's Eve. That determines whether or not what's coming in for the next year. Have y'all seen that going around? I guess it's going around through social media or something. You're supposed to wear red underwear, blue underwear, yellow underwear, white underwear, depending on what you want. I don't know. But welcome back, you guys. That's my catch up. It's real quick. But hugs and kisses going out to all y'all. Y'all like my cousins I ain't seen in a while. So here we are. Are we ready for this new MAFS season, y'all? Are we really ready? Are we over last year? I did my best to not stay wrapped up into nothing last year, since it was so disappointing. I didn't keep up with them on no Instagram, anything. A couple of you told me a few things here and there when you wrote to me, but I wanted to just shake it off, y'all. I needed to shake off last season, so I can be fresh and new for this season right here. And I'm fresh and new, y'all. I'm ready to go. I'm coming in with an open mind, an open heart, an open spirit. I had high hopes for everyone. And then I watched this Matchmaking Special. And little by little, it's starting to dissipate already, you guys. So y'all, I'm going to need y'all to help me. I'm going to need y'all to carry me through. I know some of y'all said you weren't going to watch this year, and I begged you, please don't leave me hanging out here by myself. I need y'all. I need y'all. And so now I've lowered my expectations, because I know what MAFS is doing. They're going to give us some drama, y'all. They're going to give us some drama. They're going to put a few ringer couples in here that they know ain't going to make it. And I wonder if the couples even know that they're a ringer couple. I know they're going to be some ringer couples. But I'm ready to go. And so I want to talk about these couples. Did y'all watch the MAFS special yesterday? Some of you might have even missed it. So if you missed it, I'm glad you done pulled up and see with me, because I'm going to catch you up on it. And if you did watch it, then you can chime in and let me know, did you think what I was thinking, or was you thinking something different? So as usual, don't forget to drop down in the comments and leave me a message. Catch up with me. Let me know what you've been doing all holiday season. Say hi, comment on the videos. Y'all, comments might be long because we ain't talked for a while. That's okay. I got time to read. Like I said, I ain't doing nothing for New Year's Eve. I sit around and watch y'all's comments. But hey, let's talk about it. Let me pull up my little notes, because you know I need notes for this. So the first couple we're going to talk about is Airris and Jasmine. I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's Airris and Jasmine. Now, first of all, I just say they look good together, y'all. They look good together. Their pictures look good. They look good together. At first, I was a little worried that he was shorter than her, but maybe she got on heels, because you know how women are. She looked like she only a little thing anyway. She don't look like she that tall, but you know how women, sometimes they be 5'2", but they still want a man who's 6'2". So I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was a little bit closer to her height, maybe just a few inches taller than her. So I'm like, oh God, I hope she don't go around talking about, oh, I want a man that's 6'2", even though she 5'2". But they look good together in this wedding picture. Don't y'all think that they look good? I thought that they looked really good. So when I was watching the special, they were talking about Airris, when they asked him, like, what made you even want to be on the show? He was talking about how, he was walking down the street one day and he saw this lady, this older couple, and they was holding hands and everything. He was like, ooh, I want to be like that. I want to be like an older couple holding hands with my wife walking down the street. I thought that was really cute. He talked about he wants kids. So he definitely wants someone that wants kids, someone that's going to support him. And I guess he's sort of shy, a combination between shy and intellectual. I don't know. That's how Pastor Cal described him, a combination of shy and intellectual. But, I've come to realize that Pastor Cal, I don't know, he don't be seeing everything that I see. So right now he's saying he's a combination of shy and intellectual. We'll have to see that. But let me tell you, the one thing that did kind of give me a little bit of a maybe tilt my head like this on Airris was when they went and did the home visit. So when they went and did the home visit, did y'all see that there was nothing in his closet, like no clothes, y'all? I'm literally like maybe a t-shirt, a shirt, a couple of shirts. It was like nothing in the closet whatsoever. And even Pastor Cal had to say, do you even live here? And he said, yeah, I live here. Yeah, I live here. And then on the bed was like a duffel bag, and he had a few things in a duffel bag, like he just showed up at the house with a duffel bag. And Pastor Cal was like, what's the duffel bag for? Are you packing? What's going on? Then it was some sort of story about his mama washes his clothes. Did you see that? Tell me if I am wrong. But basically, I think he said, oh, what's wrong with your mama washing your clothes? And I'm thinking, is he 39? Is he 39? His mama's washing his clothes? I don't know. So I'm going to have to get a little bit more information on that, figure that out. But I'm going to tell you, that thing about no clothes in the closet kind of gave me a little like, is that really his house? Was this an Airbnb? Did he borrow somebody's house? Is he really living at home with his mama? Does he not have a home? I don't know. I don't want to think the worst, y'all. I don't want to think the worst, but I'm telling you, if I was dating Airris and I went to his house and there were no clothes in the closet, I'd be a little bit concerned. I'd be a little bit concerned. But other than that, that really was the only little thing I saw about him. Now, he told the story about how, he's kind of starting over. I guess he started his career over. And I don't know what he did before, but at 39, he decided to switch up and do a new career. He might be part of this new Great Resignation. I forget when this was filmed, but he might be one of those people that said, you know what, to hell with this job I've been doing all these years. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not happy. And I'm going to do something that gives me more fulfillment. I think that's kind of how he described it. He didn't say it was part of the Great Resignation, but I think this was filmed around when everybody was quitting their jobs. So now he got a new job. He's like a coder. He's starting off new. And I guess they also teach like ex-cons how to code. And it's a combination between maybe giving back to your community or doing something that fulfills you. So I guess he ain't happy about all that, which means he's starting over, y'all. So I don't know. Hopefully he's stable and is in a good space. And because, that has been a problem on a lot of these shows where people are mad at some of these people because they're not stable in their careers. And a lot of people are like, well, I thought you'd be further along. So I don't know what y'all think. You think is everything going to be okay? So far, I'm thinking everything is going to be okay. Because I think that kind of happened, with last year with Stasha and Nate. I don't think Nate was probably as established as maybe he led on. And I think Stasha figured some of that out. And I think that's another reason why Stasha and Nate aren't together. But we'll see. They're supposed to be on the show, I think, today. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see what Stasha says about her and Nate. I know they ain't together, y'all. I know they're not together because before I did this video, I did go back and just check out their Instagrams real quick. And a narrow picture of them two on Instagram. So I know they're not together. But anyway, they paired Airris with Jasmine. Jasmine or Jasmine? I'm gonna call her Jasmine for now. So Jasmine, pretty girl. I tell you, I did have a couple red flags with her at first, but I started to feel a little bit better by the end. First of all, I don't know, when I hear that people are like cheerleaders, beauty pageants, I start to get a little concerned. I think maybe I've been traumatized by the mean girl things. the Mean Girl movies, the Kenya Moores, the Candaces, people who spend a lot of time in the beauty pageant, beauty world, and cheerleading. If you, the women sometimes are a little bit mean spirited, but I didn't get those vibes from Jasmine. I did not get the vibes that she had any of that mean streak, that mean spirit in this tour. So I was happy about that. So my first, which is like you're right, it is stereotyping. My first stereotype of her, I gave it a chance. I listened to her. I watched her, and all that went away. And I was like, I like her. I like her a lot. So she said that she gets men ready for women. I've heard this from women before, that they get men ready for women, which means the men are with them for like a long period of time, and then they break up, and then that man ends up going on to marry another woman. So I don't know what it is that makes the men say, we like you, Jasmine, but we don't want to marry you. I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know what it is. But that kind of scared me a little bit too. I hope she's figured it out. So whatever it is, she doesn't bring it into this relationship. Because that's another thing we done figured out about people. When your relationships don't work out, you're supposed to go back and figure out what are you doing that you could improve upon so that your next relationship could be better. But a lot of people we done figured out from watching all these seasons, they don't go back and do that. What they do is they go, I want to be the same person, and I want you to find someone who will put up with what I'm doing. A wrong strategy. So although you can always say it was the man with Jasmine, there's definitely going to be something that she could have worked on. And I'm hoping that whatever it is, she's just not coming in here talking about it's the man. And she's worked on that, and she doesn't bring it into this relationship. Because she said she was in a relationship for 4 years, y'all, 4 years. And he had bought her a ring, but she said the ring was kept in a, security box safe for over a year. I'm thinking, did he keep it in there and wouldn't let her wear it, or did she not want to wear it and keep it in there? It sounded like he bought it and he put it in there and said, I'm not giving it to you. She should have left him a long time ago. Anybody that do something like that, buy you a ring and put it in a safe deposit box or safe and tell you it's in there for a year and I ain't gonna give it to you. Like she a little baby, like you can have the juice box after you have dinner. I don't know what that was about. But I'm going to wish her well. She also is, so she's a cheerleading coach, and she also, breeds dogs, Labradoodles. Her dog was cute. She had the same dog, Finny, that Jasmina had last year. Hopefully she ain't Jasmina. Jasmina, Labradoodles. Please, no more. We don't want no repeats. And she's excited. She's talking about she's going to be a whole wife in 2 weeks, because they all get married in 2 weeks. She wants babies. So right now, y'all, I'm gonna go with this is a good match. Right now, I don't see anything that makes me believe that these two couldn't get along. So right now, for these two, y'all, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I will see their reactions on the wedding day to see when they see each other, how they feel. But I don't think anything's gonna go wrong with that. I think they're both good-looking people. I don't imagine that when either of them walk down the aisle, any one of them will be saying, I don't know. I don't like you. I think they're going to like each other. I think it's going to be like at first sight. And hopefully, y'all, it turns into love at first sight. What's your vote on these two right now, y'all? What's your vote on Airris and Jasmine? You giving them a thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm going with a thumbs up on them right now. That's my first prediction. I'm going to give another one after these weddings, though. But that's my first prediction on them. So next up, we're going to go to Shaquille and Kirsten. Not Kristen, it's Kirsten. I had to say that a couple of times. Shaquille and Kirsten. Another good-looking couple. I mean, look at them. They look beautiful together. Another good-looking person. And let me tell you, when I first saw this wedding picture of Kirsten, I thought, oh, this looks sort of, it's sort of matronly. Looks older than what she is, because she's really only 32 years old. But I thought the dress was a little bit older style than her age. But when I saw her on the television show, I thought, oh, wow, she is really a beautiful girl. Really, really, really beautiful. She really lit up the screen when I saw her. Beautiful girl. And then I saw Shaquille. I thought he was handsome as well. And so I thought, offhand, okay, these two should pair wear in the looks category, because I think they're both good looking. But Then I started listening to Kirsten a little bit, and then I started getting a little worried, y'all. I really did start to get a little bit worried of whether or not a Shaquille will be her type and something that she wants. So one of the first things that kind of gave me a little red flag was giving me diva moments was when she says, I get what I want, and I ask for what I want, and I normally get it. And she started talking about how she wanted a godly man, and then right behind saying she wanted a godly man, she started talking about what size penis she wanted. Why do women talk about this? Why do women start off with, I want a man who loves God and goes to church every day, and then say, I want a man who has a penis size of 7 or 8. Now, I'm not saying, your world don't want to be rocked in the bedroom. Of course, godly women, it doesn't matter. But I don't know, the two sentences right next to each other, maybe they chopped up the sentences. It just seemed like a weird combination. But hey, who am I but an old woman? But anyway, so Dr. Pepper asked, well, what happens if it's not that size? And let me tell you, the look on Kirsten's face was like, I'm not going to deal with nothing less than what I want. So that started to scare me about Kirsten, of whether or not she's going to be flexible, bendable, adaptable to her mate. Because let me tell you, she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. Most people think that beautiful women like Kirsten shouldn't have any problems getting men out here in the world, because they will be attracted to her like flies, because she really is a pretty girl. That means to tell me that there might be some men who are attracted to her, who run towards her, but then they run away. So we got to figure out why these men are running away, or the other hand is, why is she pushing them away? Are her standards really, really, really too high? So I don't know. We're going to look at what's going on. She's a real estate agent. She's talkative. She's lively. She's bubbly. She says she don't want to be a 40 and alone. And she says she wants a leader that's open and vulnerable. What else was she talking about? He hopes that he likes her, and that he's patient. So maybe she recognizes that people have told her in the past she might be a high maintenance. Who knows? I don't know. I'm hoping that's not the case. But Shaquille, on the other hand, he actually seems like a calm person. He's on his way to get himself a PhD, honey. He is an executive at some type of university or something, director or something like that. He wants a smart, intelligent woman too. So it seems like they should pair well with that. She seems like she's smart as well. And he likes to go suited and booted. He likes to dress. So I'm thinking Kirsten might like that. She seems like she's a well put together person herself. And so what else was he talking about? Oh, he has like a creative side to him. They showed him with a sewing machine, and he was sewing bow ties and all this other kind of stuff. He was at the fabric store and he was shopping. So he has this sort of creative side. So the only part that I was looking at, when they told him he was about to get married, this other part, when they told him he was about to get married, he started to tear up a little bit, which told me he does have like a sensitive side to him, which I liked. And so now my question would be is, I hope Kirsten don't run all over him. Because she already said she asked for what she wants and she gets what she wants. And I'm thinking, okay, I hope she doesn't sort of run all over him, because he seems like he does have sort of like this sensitive tie to him. But even with all these little things I see here and there, I'm still more up for them than I am down for them. I'm really liking what I see. Like I said, the only part is I'm wondering if he will be what she wants. Are her standards higher than Shaquille? Is she one of these type of people who want, kind of like the football player, the rough, rugged football player, not a thug, but this guy who's more like got a lot of swag to him. And I'm not for sure I'm seeing that swag from Shaquille. Shaquille is giving me more nerdy, cerebral, intellectual type man, which I like. But I'm not sure if that is what Kirsten likes, but it probably is what Kirsten needs. She's probably been dating the wrong type of guys. But we will see. But right now, nothing glaring, nothing big enough for me to say a no on these two. So I am still a yes on these two. And I will wait till after the wedding to see what her reaction is to when she sees him, because that's going to tell me if she has a bad reaction to him when she first sees him and she's not all hooping and hollering happy, then I'm going to change my vote, because that is the thing I'm a little bit concerned about. What y'all think? You thumbs up or you thumbs down on Kirsten and Shaquille? What y'all think? And just to backtrack a little bit, I was reading in the article, People Magazine, you know how they have it on the internet. And one of the lines that Kirsten said is that she's not willing to settle for anything less than what she deserves. That was one of my other red flags when people say things like that. Like, it's not that, of course, no one wants to settle, but for less than they deserve. I think the part always comes in, what do you deserve? That's the part that people always want X, Y, and Z, but sometimes they're not X, Y, and Z. They are A, B, and C. So I hope that whatever she feels she deserves, she in turn is given that same energy. Then it's no problem. But typically people want more than what they're putting into the pot. So I'm hoping that ain't the case with her. But that line right there, that line that says, I'm not willing to settle for anything less than what I deserve. That right there scared me just a little bit. And then he mentioned that he's gone to therapy, y'all. So I'm going to tell you, he's intellectual, cerebral. So he's gone to therapy. He's worked through whatever he feel were some issues that maybe kept him out of marriage before. He is 1 year younger than her. So it's not that big of a deal, but he is 31 and she's 32. So that might be interesting as well. It's not that the number is that big of a difference, but who knows? I want to see in terms of maturity. In terms of maturity, is there a difference between that 31 and 32? It shouldn't be, because they're kind of the same age, but you never know. You never know at what rate people mature. Some people mature faster than other people, and they be the same age. So we will have to see about that. But like I said, I am still thumbs up on these two. And like I said, after I watch the weddings and I see her reaction, I'm gonna know more. But I think he's gonna be pleased with her, because men are visual, and when she walks down the aisle, she's gonna be pretty and he's gonna be happy. At least it's gonna be like at first sight, but we're gonna have to see what's going on with her. Next up, we got Mackinley and Domynique, y'all, and this is gonna be our first, I don't know, can you call them interracial? I think it is an interracial couple. I think she is. They had her on here with her mom, and right now I'm guessing she's Afro-Latina. That's what I'm thinking. Her roots are Latina. She's like an Afro-Latina. That is what I'm coming up with so far right now with Domynique. And his name is Mackinley. And I said, okay, this is the first is interracial, whatever you want to call it. And Pastor Cal said, he said he was open to interracial dating. Well, here's my thing. He would have to approve that to me before I put him with a non-white person, because a lot of people say things because they don't want to seem like they're closed-minded. But he would have had to prove to me that he has already dated someone outside of his race for me to feel comfortable matching him with a person outside of his race. Because we already see what happened to who was that interracial couple of seasons back. The black guy and the white girl. Her name wasn't Carol. What was her name? I forget. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And she said she was open to interracial dating, but come to find out, she had never really dated anyone outside of her race. So she was open to it, but she had never done it. So then she got to learn. So now not only do you got to learn a whole new person you just met, you got to learn a whole new culture too. So I don't know. That right there didn't make me feel good. I think they already have an additional hurdle if both of them are not used to dating men outside of their race. The second hurdle I see is that she's 25. She's young. And I'm not saying that 25-year-olds can't get married. She says she's an old soul and she has matured faster than other people. But I'm not for sure, because she says the reason why she's even on the show is because her mother was the one who put in the application. Her mother has done an intervention because her mother has said that she is dating all the wrong men. Now, if she's dating her age group, most likely the men aren't even ready to get married. 25, most men at 25 aren't ready to get married. Maybe some, but the majority aren't. So if she was going around dating 25-year-olds, more than likely they was out here playing, having a good time, and they weren't ready for marriage. So I think she says she likes to date older men for that very reason. And so maybe that's why they paired her up with Mac, who is 31 years old. So you know what, 6 years difference. And so I want to see, is she really mature enough for marriage? That's what I want. I'm not fully convinced that she's all the way mature enough, ready for marriage, if she really has left some of her partying days behind her. I'm not quite sure yet. But they showed her out fishing with her mama. You went to her refrigerator. She got fish all in the refrigerator. She says she fished. She cleans the fish. She puts them in the refrigerator. A real sort of outdoorsy girl. I liked it. I liked about her. Personally, I liked her. So I'm not looking at whether or not I liked her or I liked him. I'm thinking about whether or not I like these two together. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't like them together. I don't see a lot in common. I see the cultural difference already. I see the age gap already. I see that she's out fishing and catching catfish. And when they go to him and tell him he's getting married, he's out cleaning his Corvette. I don't know. I don't see a lot in common with these two. He says he works for a tech company. What else were they saying about him, y'all? They were saying that, this is another thing I didn't like about him, that he's got a lot of trust issues and that he has a fear of getting hurt that has caused him to put up a wall. Are we going to have another wall person, y'all? Another wall person? Now, if y'all been watching me, you know how I feel about these wall people, how we got to scale walls to get to y'all's hearts. And it just, in 8 weeks, we can't do it. In 8 weeks, it's too hard to scale the wall and get to your heart all in 8 weeks. And so if he's coming in with a wall already, good Lord. I'm not for sure, y'all. I'm not really seeing a lot in common with these two. I really don't even know why they put them together, what binds them together. They didn't show us anything that they have in common that would make these two be a good match, besides the fact that she wants to date an older person. That's it. That seemed like that was the only thing they had in common, that she wants an older man. Because other than that, I really don't see anything that they have in common. I'm not even for sure if he's going to even like her, to be honest with you. And I don't know if she's going to like him. There may even be an attraction problem in the beginning. Not that they're both not good looking people, because I think they are good looking people, in and of themselves. But I'm not for sure they'll be attracted to each other, because you could think somebody's good looking but be like, well, they ain't good looking for me though, but they're good looking. And that's what I'm afraid might happen with these two. I don't know. I don't see it, y'all. I just don't see it. I am thumbs down on these two. What do you think? I don't think that they're going to make it. I think they're going to have too many things, too many hurdles to get over. I think the cultural thing is going to be a hurdle for them, because neither one of them has shown me that they have he has any interest in maybe her culture. I don't know. I'll have to see. And I don't know. She fishing. He cleaning a Corvette. I don't know, y'all. Just seem like two different people to me. Two different people. The next couple we're going to go on to is Chris and Nicole. Another couple. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. I think there's going to be an attraction problem here. I don't think Chris is going to be attracted to her. Sorry to say it. I am sorry to say it. I don't think he's going to be attracted to her. And I don't think he's going to even like her personality, because I can already see her personality is a lot. She talks a lot, a mile a minute. He's supposedly more, I don't know if he's an introvert, but maybe he's not, because he says he likes to make people laugh, but maybe his jokes aren't funny. Maybe they're corny. I don't know. But she likes to talk a lot. And if he likes to talk a lot, they're going to have a problem, because she's going to want to do all the talking and he going to want to do all the talking. So either way, I think we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. I'm not for sure he is going to find her attractive. And I don't know. They say he's sort of a sweet person. He wants the marriage to work. His kind of whole story is he moved to Nashville. Everybody had transplant in Nashville. I thought people was from Nashville, but these are transplants. He moved to Nashville and basically said he ain't got no place since he'd been in Nashville. But all of a sudden, when he's about to get married, all of a sudden he had a woman come up to him and give him her telephone number. And I'm going to tell you, I think he kept that telephone number. And I think in the back of his head, when he sees this girl, Nicole, he's going to be like, maybe I should call that girl whose number I got last week at the bar. I hope I'm wrong, y'all. I'm just going with my gut on these things, right? I don't have much to go off of. Right now, I'm just going off my gut. But hey, one interesting thing that happened with them is after they told him he was getting married, they asked him, what do you think your new bride's name is? And he said a Nicole brunette. Like he nailed it. He nailed it right away that the wife's name was Nicole and that she was a brunette, which she is. That was kind of eerie, creepy. I wonder if he's got any sort of psychic abilities. But he works for a tech company. He says the dating apps haven't been hitting. They're not working. Nicole, on the other hand, talked about how she's coming from New York. So I think he's from Chicago. So he's from Chicago. She's from New York. And she said that the dating scene in New York was toxic. That's where Kristen went. Kristen from last year went to New York. But I'm telling you, everybody talks about the dating scene in New York. It's bad. I'm telling you, and I can see her having a hard time dating New York because them men out there in New York got a lot of people to choose from, a lot. And average looking women have a hard time because there's just so many models and different people in New York. And, all these men run around want models and stuff. And then the average women, it's hard. I know it's hard. I've had friends in New York that I thought were good looking, average women or whatever else. No one's a beauty model. But to me, I feel like they should be able to have a man. They were good people. And these men they want the beauty models and stuff, But anyway, so I could see how she could have had a hard time in New York. Plus, she does talk a lot, y'all. Even in the clips I've been watching, I was like, ooh, this girl is gonna talk a lot. So I'll see y'all. I'm a thumbs down. I'm a thumbs down. And what y'all think? Do y'all think they're gonna make it? And the last couple we're gonna talk about today is a Clint and Gina. And if I had not 5 fingers, I do got 5 fingers. If I had 20 fingers and 20 toes, they would all be pointed down. Down. Absolutely not. Don't believe these two will make it. First of all, when I saw this wedding picture with Clint and Gina, I said, any man that doesn't even have the decency to wear a tie or a bow tie or something to his wedding is a thumbs down to me. You ain't never met me. You don't know who I am. And you don't even have the decency to put on a tie and a bow tie to make even better first impression. He act like he going to a corporate mixer networking function with a shirt unbuttoned and a blazer and no, try harder. And that idea that he didn't try hard enough on this wedding outfit he's got on tells me that he cares about himself. He don't care about you. And the more that they started showing him what he wants to do, I'm adventurous. He's 40 years old. I'm adventurous. He's out on his boat doing this. Gives me this image of a man who wants to do what the hell what he wants to do. And he needs a woman just to go along with whatever he wants to do. He ain't interested in that woman. He's interested in a woman fitting into his life, doing what he wants to do. He's not really giving her any consideration. And who cares what you want? Because I'm telling you, what he wore on wedding day told me everything. And then that hair, that beard, none of it. And none of it was hitting for me. None of it was hitting for me. And I just got bad vibes to him. I feel like he's going to be selfish. I think he's going to be thinking that he's the prize and people need to do what he says. Wasn't hitting. Gina, on the other hand, she seemed like she is a businesswoman. She got a salon. She's into the beauty industry, which, hair industry. And she going to be into appearance. And his appearance is not going to impress her. Even Pastor Cal said that when he went to Gina's house, her house was well appointed, which means it was decorated and curated. And he gonna come up here with no tie on. She's not gonna like him. She's not gonna like him one bit. She says she went through a bad breakup. She's looking for someone to be supportive. He ain't gonna be supportive because he's gonna be all about what he wants to do. And 40 years old, even when they went to his home visit, he's sitting in the home visit with a flight simulator sitting in the middle of the living room. That ain't no man ready for no wife with a flight simulator in the middle of the living room. What wife would want a flight simulator in the middle of the living room? So you ain't even made no space for a woman yet. A flight simulator in the middle of the living room? He ain't ready, y'all. This is a thumbs down. What else did I like about this man? I don't know. It was a lot. There was nothing that I liked of it that good. I'm trying to look at these little notes and read as I go along. He says he's a lifelong learner. That means he don't learn nothing. Like, I'm not saying we all supposed to learn our whole life through, get it, but he says he's a lifelong learner. He sounds like these people that make a lot of mistakes, and every time he makes a mistake, he goes, well, I'm learning. Which really means you ain't learning nothing because you don't progress. I ain't gonna go too hard in on Clint because all I've seen is one episode with him and a couple of pictures. But let me tell you, right now, y'all, it is a thumbs down, a down, a down. So those are my predictions. Like I told y'all, I'm going to watch the weddings. Of course, we'll see how they react to everybody. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get a 5 yeses because, I want a good love story. I really do want a good love story. But if I only get one this season, if we only get one person, then we only get one. And if I had to bet any money on one couple, I'm going to go with Airris and Jasmine. That's what I'm going to go with. If I only have to pick one couple, if I have to put, they say, hey, you got to put all your money on one couple, I'm going to put all my money on Airris and Jasmine. That's where I would have to go for now. Everybody else I can see, or I can already see where it could go wrong, even though I'm hoping it won't. But that's it, y'all. I will see you. I'll see about this little episode that's coming up tomorrow when they're going to have all these divorced people on it because none of them didn't make it. Stasha. Who's the girl? I forgot her name already. What's her name? Alexis. She gonna be on there. I don't know. If there's some married people, I'm gonna watch it. Oh, Woody and Amani. I think they're gonna be on there. I like them. I want to see them, so I will tune in to watch them. And I'll let you know if it's anything worth doing a video on. It may not be. And if it ain't worth it for me, then I will just see y'all on wedding day, which I think is January the 4th. But don't forget to drop down in the comments. Let me know how you disagree or agree with what I said. Because I want to hear your comments and I want to catch up with how your holidays were or how they are going. Got any New Year's resolutions? You doing anything? Are you doing a party? You giving a party? Are you going to a party? Or you just going to stay at home? That's it, y'all. Talk to you later. It was so good seeing you guys again. I'll see you soon. Bye.